Uh-huh. And then on TV, good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely. Arya. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Welcome to a brand new episode of your favorite podcast show.
The Actually Kinda Good podcast.
Starring... Oh, I said starring.
Oh, all right. Okay, we go with starring.
Yeah, I wanted to make us a little more important than we actually are. Starring the incredible Arya Lee, who is famous for his incredible sense of humor and also his ability to wow you in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I'm known for.
Yep.
You know? And the unbelievable J. Curly Hair Samuelz.
Hi, guys. Why am I unbelievable again?
Because nothing what you said is real. So
just don't believe him.
Yeah, no one believes you. So it's the unbelievable J. Yeah, so we're back again with the Actually Kinda Good podcast. You guys were already complaining about it and missing it. Why is there no Actually Good podcast anymore?
Why we didn't have one?
Yeah.
Quite simply because we didn't want to. No, I don't know. I think a lot of people were.
It seemed like a lot of people weren't interested.
Yeah, they weren't as interested. I guess the other videos got more attention, and then also a lot of people in the comments complained, "Hey, why is your podcast?"
Yeah, I don't understand. So,
but believe it or not, people were also complaining that we did do the podcast, so you know.
Yeah, so the lesson is everybody is always complaining. If you want us to keep doing the Actually Kind of Good podcast, then you could actually like make it happen by
recording it.
By just recording it yourself. No, by spreading the English version, by letting us know that you like it, by liking, sharing, leaving a comment.
Do people actually still share stuff? You know what I mean?
I think it's nowadays it's more like on WhatsApp and stuff. So you won't like really see it unless somebody sent you something.
Do you share stuff on WhatsApp?
I mean, I've sent you some videos on WhatsApp, and you've sent me some.
True.
I mean, if there's something really funny and you wanted to share with your friends, actually that's the way to go.
Right.
Because you won't post anything like on Instagram because you can't post a YouTube video. You can post a link like that way. Yeah, you can swipe it up, but that's not the real deal.
Yeah.
And I'm not on Facebook anymore, so that was the time when we used to post it like on social media.
Back in the Facebook days, everyone would like post videos on their wall that they liked.
Yeah.
And now that's just that doesn't exist.
And that was a cool time though.
Yeah.
Like you were able to like that was the time of viral videos, because if a video was like so interesting, everybody would like post it, and you didn't even have to have a huge reach or something. Yeah. You could just like share something and it could go viral just because your friends shared it then, and then they liked it, and their friends. And there was a time even liking something was kind of like sharing. Right, because you would get a notification someone liked. Yeah, like it would appear in your feed. Right. As if someone posted it. And that was I think the crazy stuff about like how many people would like your post on Facebook talking about average guys. Like maybe something in between 20 likes and 100 likes. Really depends. Yeah, it depends, but like something in average, like if you, I guess, yeah, and like maybe 10 to 30 likes. Okay, something like that. Yeah. And that was like 10 to 30 people shared it. Right. And that was crazy, right? Yeah, it was. I don't know. How does stuff go viral nowadays? Is it? I think it's recommendation on YouTube. But that's... You have really old stuff going viral right now on YouTube. I know. Like 50 million views, and then you look like it's 2.9. That's crazy though, because the power of that algorithm, man, that's where it's at. That is power. That is real power. Yeah. So... But wait. Like, how does stuff go viral on Instagram then? Is it... I think it's usually the Explorer page. Is it though? Or is it... Oh, wait. It's people stealing your stuff and reposting it, right? No, but seriously. Like when someone
would go, like, if someone makes a video and then it gets into recommended and a lot of people like it and it's like a very like a viral thing, then people, like, pages start uploading your video, and like The Rock will upload.
Yeah,
if The Rock uploads your video, then you go viral.
But I think that's one part of the story. People who would just steal your content and re-upload it. But also I think you have the Explorer section, and you can also on Instagram you can send people videos. You can tag them.
Yeah.
And you can share it on your story. So maybe the most thing is tagging, because that's the easiest one.
Right.
So you're gonna tag someone, and then your friend is gonna watch it, and even like they don't have to follow them.
Right.
But they can watch it,
and then they tag someone.
And really easily, just by one click, and then they've seen it. That's a view.
Okay, maybe that's it.
So it's gonna be tagging, Explorer page,
and The Rock.
Insta story, and The Rock.
Yeah.
So if you would like to listen to the actually kind of good podcast, you know how. No, they don't.
No. That's the one thing we didn't talk about. If you want the podcast to go viral, then
so they have to. Okay, maybe they could send it like
to The Rock.
To The Rock. That is the only answer. That's right.
No, but
you can send it to like on WhatsApp.
Yeah, or to on Instagram. I never really use that. I never send. Do you send videos to people on Instagram?
Do you mean YouTube videos or Instagram videos?
I guess both.
I don't send YouTube videos.
No, but like
but I send Instagram videos.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense. I don't know, man. I miss the internet. I really do. I'm starting to dream about it. No, not. I mean, again, for people who don't know, I've been off the internet for a while now. Yeah, I'll probably get back on it sometime next year, which is, in a few days. But
or maybe the next decade.
Or in the next decade. Right.
That is crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's a new decade.
It's 2020. I'll get back on it. But as for now, I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff. I hear a lot of cool trailers coming out. I don't know. I noticed how much I like watching videos and how easily
you can just get distracted from them.
That too, which is the reason why I'm off it. So, but songwriting's going okay.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay, that's some good news. Okay, let's talk about the new decade.
Mm-hmm.
We got the 20s in a few days.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because when we are talking about the 20s now, it's getting confusing, right?
Are they gonna call it the 20s? Probably.
I guess. Why? Because why not?
But the 20s were the time when like gangsters were just beating people up and stuff.
So,
right?
what's popping now? But I mean, by 2030, when we have the 30s, we're gonna talk about the last decade as the 20s.
Yeah.
But then also, if we want to talk about the 1920s,
you're just gonna have to say 1920s.
Yeah.
It's not that big of a deal, I think.
Yeah, but like, I think it is.
Is it?
I think so. And what I'm wondering about is, do you think fashion is gonna repeat? Like maybe,
what, the 20s?
Yeah.
What, have like the fashion from the 20s?
Yeah.
Where everyone was wearing
suits.
I think we're at a point in time where everyone is so used to being
Freigeist.
Yeah, being a Freigeist. Does that exist? I
don't know. I think there's a Zeitgeist.
No. Freigeist doesn't exist. But no, everyone's so used to being like able to express themselves with their clothing or just wear whatever they want. And I think back then didn't really exist back then. So I don't know. I think,
but it doesn't have to be to like repeat itself in the meaning of everybody's wearing suits. But
well,
like
I mean, people wear suits.
That it's like it's in again to wear suits for, I don't know, like just going to the club, or
isn't that a thing now?
You won't see most of people walking in suits in a hip hop club.
Well, yeah, because that's because it's a hip hop club, right?
Okay, but also not in a techno or electro club.
No, I thought like for some reason, I don't know why, but I thought like the clubs in like Los Angeles would have like a lot of people.
Okay, but that's more about like being rich and stuff.
Right.
It's not necessarily about fashion.
Okay, so it's more like, so basically what we're saying is we're not rich and we don't know any rich people.
I mean, I'm not the EDM guy. I'm not the techno and electro music guy, and I haven't been that often to such clubs.
Yeah.
But I have been a few times, and people were wearing casual stuff.
But no, don't people wear like a nice shirt, like a white shirt maybe?
In Berlin, there's a few clubs, maybe one or two I know, that are, it's the dress code to like to dress up, and there's one club everybody is in a formal shirt.
Yeah. Which one? Puro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have those kind of clubs, but like that's the vibe of the club kind of.
They didn't let me into that club.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, once they also rejected me, but that's not a club you want to go in.
No?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's like full of, I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay. Another story for a different time.
That's another story for a different time. But like, you know, the thing with fashion is that it is repeating. We've already had the 90s back again.
Which is weird because those aren't that far back.
Yeah.
Like I thought they would have went to like the 70s.
Yeah.
They kind of skipped it. Maybe everyone was like, nah, let's not do the 70s.
But I love 70s, to be honest. I mean, it's really spacey, but it's...
You mean the fashion stuff?
Yeah.
I like some of it, and others like I like some of it, and some of it is
I don't like the 60s.
What did people wear in the 60s?
Beatles haircut.
Oh yeah,
turtleneck.
Hey, turtleneck is fly though.
Yeah,
you wear a turtleneck all the time.
Yeah, I love turtleneck, but it's the combination of turtleneck and the Beatles haircut.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then some weird pants. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah, some of it is cool,
but I love the 70s. Like, you know, I love disco and funk. I think it's one of the coolest eras for clubs, because I have the feeling that this is like real disco and like real having fun in the club. It's not about staying somewhere in the corner having like a drink in your hand and acting cool or twerking with the girl. Or
I think, well, the twerking thing probably didn't exist. But actually, no, I think it probably did exist.
But like,
it just wasn't called twerking.
But yeah, okay. I mean, that's not a bad thing at all. People were actually dancing together.
Right.
It was a collective having fun.
Mm-hmm.
And nowadays, it's more like, I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, it's always hard to be like, oh, back then things were better because things were.
I don't say things were better. I don't like. I wouldn't like to live in the 70s.
No.
I'm just saying that I like the fashion,
right,
and the disco mentality.
Yeah, I think there were just as many people back then who didn't dance. I think because, I mean, when you watch like the movies, they're not going to focus on the people that are not dancing. They're going to pick the people that are, and the same is going to happen in 20 years when they talk about our generation. It's going to be like, they're not going to focus on the one dude in the back, I think.
But if you watch like dance scenes in movies from nowadays,
yeah,
it's, you just see people like with a drink in their hand and they're like just like, okay, you can't see it on Spotify, but I'm just like shaking around just a little bit. So
right. But there was casual dancing back then.
And then there's like two girls that are like freaking a bit out. But if you see it like the 70s, you have like kind of Soul Trains or
right, and that's true.
People like circles. I mean, I even remember a few years ago when we had the You Got Served era.
Yeah,
even back then it was so casual to have a dance battle in the club.
Right,
like every party ended with a dance battle.
Yeah.
Today you don't. I haven't seen someone like really dancing in a club for months and years.
I haven't seen a dance battle.
That was forever. So fun, man. Like we went to the club and then people would like just call out someone else and everybody was like, oh, he called him out and let's see who's gonna battle who and who's gonna win.
Why do you, I think it seems very cheesy now to do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but maybe that's just because we're like a little older. Back then, maybe it was, I don't know. Do young kids still? No, they don't. They don't challenge each other to dance battles.
No.
What do people do in the clubs?
I mean, yeah. That's the point. Twerking and drinking.
Twerking and drinking. That's why I don't go to clubs.
Not necessarily in this kind of order.
Yeah,
but
maybe drinking and then twerking.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fit into clubs because
you don't twerk.
I don't twerk and I don't drink.
Yeah.
So what am I even doing there?
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should do something like just start dancing again, and
Twerking?
having fun and twerking and.
Nah, I'm good.
You're good. I'm good too.
But you dance.
I do, yeah.
Yeah, in the club.
In the club, I do.
And when you're not in the club.
And when I'm not in the club,
No, but I think
that is true.
you dance when you're at parties, right?
Yeah.
Do you get like weird, like, do people look at you funny for it?
Sometimes, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're like, I mean, I'm not sure about it, but I have the feeling that sometimes people are like, oh, what's up with this weird guy? Why is he dancing? Why isn't he just like staying in the corner and just doing nothing? I mean, we're in the club. Why is he dancing?
But no, I mean, people still dance in the clubs. They just don't.
Okay, but why is he dancing
With passion.
with passion?
Can't you just dance casually like the rest of us?
At the end of the day, as we found out, everyone is complaining. So do what you like.
Right.
Do what you like, because no matter what you do, there's someone out there that will still hate you.
Okay. That's great. That's great. Nice to hear.
I just wanted you to know that. I'm still hoping for the 70s.
Mhm.
What I don't like, okay, I like the 90s, like 90s fashion.
Yeah.
I like, do I like the 80s? What is 80s again?
80. I like the 80s sound. It has like a lot of like synth
Yeah.
keys, and I actually like it. I think that has kind of been coming back in like modern music.
Yeah.
And also 70s a little bit. Like you hear funk elements and stuff sometimes.
Yeah, do you? I have the feeling that funk is kind of dying. And I love funk. And I loved Bruno Mars for
Right.
bringing back a bit funk.
Yeah, he tried to do that. And then he also leaned into 80s, I think, a little bit, and
Yeah.
into 90s.
Oh.
I think he just tried out different stuff. Like he did the 90s thing with Cardi
yeah.
B.
Yeah.
And then I think
Right.
and then he also did an 80s thing, I think. Although here The Weeknd does 80s
Yeah.
oriented stuff sometimes.
That is right. But I still can't remember what's 80s fashion.
80s fashion?
Okay, let's think about Stranger Things. What do they wear? It's kids. It's hard to say.
Yeah. It's just
Okay, but we like the music.
right.
I like 90s fashion, 70s fashion, 60s. I'm not sure about 50s. But what I don't like at all, the 2000s. Yeah.
You don't like it?
The fashion, especially the first years.
Right.
You had kind of similar pants to the 70s, but it wasn't the same.
Uh-huh.
Early 2000s, you had they looked like hourglasses.
Right.
So yeah, I didn't like that, and there were a lot of shirts with kind of tattoos on them. Do you know what I mean?
Did they have like the tribal?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that always looked kind of weird.
yeah.
I was never into that. Okay, then what do you think like for 2020? Do you have any like goals, or you have anything that you would
Fashion
like?
goals, or
No, just in general, because I mean, yeah, like you said, the new decade is coming, or the new year, the new decade. Do you have any plans for 2020? Do you think anything in particular you want to accomplish?
oh, for myself,
Yeah.
there's a few projects we're working on.
Mm-hmm.
One or two that we're not telling much about. So that's one of the stuff I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to do those stuff that we really like, that is our passion,
Mm-hmm.
that we're so passionate about, and that we weren't able to do in the last few months and years. So talking about short films, maybe feature films, and so on. And also, I'm really excited for the YouTube journey.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where it goes, and also maybe some sports goals that I've set, like
Really?
with martial arts and
Oh, cool. What do you want to do?
more martial arts.
Just more martial arts in general?
Yeah, I like screen fighting.
For people who don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's when you fight in front of a screen. Like it's actually like movie fighting.
Right.
It's film fighting. It's because it's different than actual martial arts, or because the way you fight in a movie is not the way you really practice martial arts or fight in a real fight, and it's a different kind of different form of art.
It's more to look good on screen.
I mean, in most cases you have to have a martial arts background
Of
in
course.
order to do it, but yeah, it's not martial arts in that way itself.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to practice some more on that. That's it, I guess. What are you looking up to?
I don't know, to be honest. I'm excited about the same things you're excited about, I think. Of course, I'm not that into screen fighting.
More into real fighting.
Yeah, whoop some ass. No, I definitely want to do the bigger projects. Just the stuff we've kind of been pushing for a long time, and we didn't really get the time to do. I really want to, make bigger
moves.
Yeah, just bigger moves in general, in both film and also in YouTube. Like, we have a lot of cool stuff that we want to do, and we never really had the time to do because of just how we went about making our videos. And then also music, obviously, I'm working on that right now, which is a big thing for me.
Which all of us are looking up to, I guess. I'm just guessing.
I guess.
I don't know if people like your stuff.
We'll see. I don't know if it's... We'll see.
But you know what's weird? What's really weird? People asking me all the time,
what?
When is No Light 2 coming out?
No Light 2?
There's no Light 2. What do you mean by No Light 2? He's not gonna just like make a sequel of his last song.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
That is No Light, no, in a different melody.
No Light 2 in the sense that it's
another song.
It's a different song, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm working on that, of course. I don't know. I think for 2020, I want to do more stuff that involves having fun.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been too concentrated on that, which sounds weird probably, but I was just concentrating on work for a long time, and it didn't really occur to me that it might be important to also...
Yeah, it is for sure.
Have fun along the way, and also with friends, like even the two of us. I feel like we've been working so much that we haven't had the time to just
hang out.
I mean,
it's always somehow combined with work.
Right. I mean, we obviously also hang out, but it's not as often as it used to be.
Yeah.
So,
or as we'd like to.
Right. So that, and then also with other friends, just trying to,
catch up on the social life.
Right. Because that is something that I definitely have to learn. Because I don't have much of a social life at the moment. It exists, but it's not like it's like
Voldemort in the first Harry Potter movie.
That's a good analogy.
Yeah, it's like on the back head of some professor.
It's just in the back of his head under a turban. And then
that's Jay's social life.
And then it becomes like a weird deformed baby.
And now you need the blood of
my enemies.
Yeah.
My young enemies.
young enemies. Like people who's gonna be your enemies in a few years.
Yeah.
You need their blood right now.
Exactly.
So if anyone's planning on coming at Jay in a few years,
just give me your blood.
Just give him his blood right now, and then it's fine.
Yeah. I need to get out more.
We're gonna do that.
Right.
All right, man. So since I really have to go to the bathroom, I'd say that was a really nice... It was a really nice podcast.
Uh-huh.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was an honor to have this wonderful conversation with you.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward for the next episode.
Me too.
And yeah, so you can make follow on Instagram on J Samuelz and on Arya Lee. It's for free. It's
You want to just do the accent through the whole thing?
Yes.
All right, then I'm going to be British for the rest of the episode. That's all right with you?
It's I'm open-minded to every accent in the world which is not shitty.
Wonderful.
Yes.
All right.
So after you follow us on Instagram and make us more money, subscribe this podcast, and
that's really it. Just do that and we'll be good to go.
Whoa, you kind of sound like Tom Holland when you...
I always try to think of him a little bit when I'm doing it.
Whoa, that's so good. It sounds like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that.
So yeah, next episode, if you want, you can have Tom Holland on the show. And yeah, I don't know, this sucked. All right, then cheerio, see you next time. That's it.
That's a Jak Shamash and good night, Kazakhstan.
All right.